What's up, guys? It's Dave. Happy Friday. Hope you're as stoked for the weekend as I am. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about a little shift in direction, and it's actually more of a course correction than anything else, and getting back to where this all started. That we're going to have with our channel here, wherever you consume our video content, you're going to start to see some new stuff, and I want to sort of walk you through that and take you down this journey with me. So in order to understand where we're going, you got to understand where we've been, and that takes us back to the spring of 2009. And at the time, I was really into triathlon. I was pushing myself really super hard. And without getting into the specifics of my training, after I would do maybe a 10 to 8 week block and have a race, I felt like a rag that had just been like squeezed out, and like every last drop, and I was just done. And that caused me to start learning more about nutrition. And that's where this all came from. Our blog, this YouTube channel, filming videos, period. That's where it all came from, is just me searching for a way to fuel my body better that would enable me to be a better triathlete. I was not just triathlon, I think I was just in this mode of, if God gave me this machine, how far can I push this thing? And I was running it into the ground, and I eventually realized that the reason was the fuel that I was putting into it. If it's a machine, every machine needs some fuel. Well, what do you have? Well, if you have a car, like, we go to the gas station, at least in California, we got 4 choices. One is diesel, that's out. So then there's 3 grades of gas, right? And you know that if you pull the highest grade of gas, it's gonna cost you a little bit more money, but the machine's gonna run better for longer. And I was just kind of pulling the low grade gas and doing what a lot of, I think, endurance athletes do, which is just continuing to fuel my body with sugar. Hey, just have some more sugar, yay! Another bowl of oatmeal, and another goo, and another recovery formula, or whatever it is, wherever the sugars were coming from. And I realized that that's the reason I had this wet rag feeling, was because I was pulling the crap gas, right? So I started to search for what's the answer here. And I was lucky enough on a bike ride one day to meet a guy named Joel Friel, if you know who he is, and he got me started on this whole nutritional journey to how to pull the good handle of gas and put that in your triathlon machine. So as I'm on this journey, and I'm just starting to share that with you guys, we started this in January of 2009. In March of 2009, I went to my first Coach Summit. And that was awesome. And at that Coach Summit, there were 2 products that were introduced. One was Insanity, and the other one was Shakeology. And here we are in December of 2014, and in the rearview mirror, that was a hell of a day. That was a hell of a day. But we went to Summit, and they introduced Shakeology to us, and my first reaction was, wow, there's now a 4th pump handle at the gas station that isn't just 91 or 92. This is like the 150 grade rocket fuel, race fuel for my machine. And it was in this bag. So the first thing I asked myself, being a bit of an analyst and naturally kind of curious, what's in it? What's in it? What's the proprietary super protein blend? What's the proprietary superfruit antioxidant blend? What the hell are adaptogens? What's a phytonutrient? And I started researching it. And I started looking at the ingredients that were in it. And I started sharing that stuff with you guys. And we're going back to that very thing. Because of all the stuff that I've done since then, Shakeology has had the most profound impact on my nutritional life. I've done a lot of other things. I've been vegan, I've been vegetarian, I primarily eat paleo, and that's been a huge one for me, is finding that. But that little bag has been the biggest change in my nutrition. So I just finished the Ultimate Reset, which is a 21-day nutritional cleanse that was formulated by, in part, by a guy named Darren O'Lean. And Darren also is one of the formulators and creators of Shakeology. He's the guy who goes to Peru to source ingredients. The guy does the best job on the planet. As we finished that reset, I started to recognize that I had kind of slowly worked my way down the pump handles to the 85, or maybe there was another one that was down. Maybe I was putting diesel in, and my body wasn't working right. And I wasn't pushing myself with that training anymore. Where now I was pushing myself was building my business. And my sleep was bad. I was super stressed out. I was unable to focus and trying to multitask. And fueling my body with caffeine, then trying to like slow down the effects of the caffeine with alcohol, which then just required more caffeine the next day, and not drinking at least a gallon of water a day, not consuming, I mean, I'm still taking Shakeology, you know, but that's it. You know, not consuming the best foods that I possibly could. And I went through and I did this ultimate reset, and I started sleeping better. I started having incredible focus, and incredible energy, natural energy, just from drinking water and consuming healthy, whole foods. And I realized I was just standing in front of that gas pump again. And all of a sudden, I'm reaching for the top end of fuel. And I found I wanted to learn more about that. And at that time, as God's timing would have it, Darren O'Lean, the guy who gave me what I believe is the most important nutritional element of my life, and gave us the reset, which I've done 3 times now. And this last time had such a profound impact on my life. I'm not going to get into it here, but I'll just leave it there. Darren started a website called superlife.com and a Facebook page, and you should go like his Facebook page, and I'll have links to it all below here. Where guess what he's talking about? He's talking about superfoods. And he's not just talking about, wow, let's see, here is Camel Camu. Let's talk about Camel Camu today. Camel Camu is, and you know, it does this and that, and this is how it's ran. And it's not just a fact thing. It's, how could taking Camel Camu help you? How could it help you sleep better, focus more, be happier, have more energy, be less stressed, all that stuff? How do these superfoods impact your life? So that's where we're going. We're going right back to where it started. And I'm going to start going through superfoods. I'm going to start with the stuff on the bag, Camel Camu, goji berry, and maca. I love maca. I actually take maca in addition to Shakeology. And a lot of these different superfoods that are in Shakeology. But I'm not going to limit it to what's in Shakeology. If there's a superfood that you're taking and you want more information about it, or you're interested in taking, or somebody mentioned to you that you got to take this thing, hey, let me know. I'll look at it. Maybe I'm going to start taking it. I don't know. Maybe it's missing. Maybe you can't take Shakeology. There are people who are allergic to some of the things in Shakeology. It's usually the grass, and people have allergies and they can't take it. It's a bummer, but why not get the benefits of the superfood that's tailored towards you and what you need? That's what I want to give you. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to create a collaborative community. Okay, not just Dave standing in front of the camera, blah, 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 but us interacting with each other. You know, if we're talking about maca, have you taken it? What benefits have you seen? Did you see any benefits at all? Maybe you think it's a bunch of BS. That's what I want to create, though, is this collaborative back and forth discussion about not just the ingredients, but how we live better because of the ingredients. So that's where we're going. I want to have you on board with me. Please interact with me, okay? Interact with me. Let's create something really cool together. And with that, I leave you. Have a fantastic Friday, and I will talk to you soon.